particular matters. And Honorable Speaker, that's when even the members realized that even most of the amendments that they were proposing to make, we already carried those amendments in our committee report. So I think this also helped us reduce the exchanges that we see, for example, at the front, Honorable Speaker. And of course, to also thank my leader, the leader of Majority Party, for again joining us and all the great ideas that he brought to the harmonization of all this process, Honorable Speaker. But lastly, Honorable Speaker, as we talked about political companionship and people trying to overnight becoming clever, Honorable Speaker, I enjoyed contributions on this bill from many members who had read clauses on this bill, Honorable Speaker. But yesterday evening, we were treated to economic hubris, of some people who just come and just throw economic terms here and there, without any reference to anywhere in the bill, Honorable Speaker. And I think Kenyans should now watch very closely how members contribute to this particular piece of legislation, not just talking big words, what in economics we call economic arrogance or economic hubris, or need to say nothing for the entire conversation, Honorable Speaker, just to appear to the gallery that you are a smart economics. But now, far from it, from the content, Honorable Speaker, you raise a zero content. I thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I thank all the members that supported these particular amendments and for the great meeting we had yesterday, and again for your able leadership and that of the majority. I thank you.
Mkunji.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, I am very proud that this bill has gotten where it has gotten today. Honorable Speaker, I was one of the most keen person on this bill. Simply, Honorable Speaker, is because it is touching on very serious matters that I feel I'm passionate about, which is basically, Honorable Speaker, wealth of this nation and how to ensure the wealth we have serves the current and the future, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, this is one of the bills that makes this House look as it is considering the welfare of our people. As Honorable Speaker, our motto says, for the welfare of the society and the just government of the people. Honorable Speaker, we have not reinvented the wheel. It's actually something that has happened in many places. Honorable Speaker, you read across, you'll see the scandals that have come out of the Sovereign Wealth Fund, from Malaysia to Kuwait to Egypt. And Honorable Speaker, we just want to keep a keen eye.
But also encourage the country by quoting success stories. Talk about Norway.
I fully agree,
Denmark,
Speaker.
Sweden, Finland.
Yes.
Those are shining examples in the skies of the world.
Yes.
Of what sovereign wealth funds can do.
And Honorable Speaker, as you have clearly said, of course, those are very few examples, and many countries have the Sovereign Wealth Fund. But Honorable Speaker, why we were very keen on it is to ensure that this House continues having a keen eye on the usage of the fund and the utilization of the wealth of this nation. That touches on even minerals that, Honorable Speaker, previously we couldn't know how it is they are being used. Now we know that these resources are going to be somewhere where we are keenly able to follow and see how it is being used. Honorable Speaker, the majority leader is one of the few moments where he has not mentioned the party leader of DCP in his contribution.
So now why are you
it tells you the seriousness of this bill. Yes. It tells you this bill, Honorable Speaker, is a house for the people.
Yes,
is a house.
Yes,
is a house that can. Honorable Speaker, this member for Manyata is a young man who is my very good friend, and he did very well, Honorable Speaker. But just to inform him that I mention people based on need. And you see, on serious national matters like this sovereign wealth bill, you can't mention a villager who has no idea on even what a sovereign wealth fund is. And who, when the time he served as a one-term member of parliament, never, he was among those people who just hung around. And he hung around parliament for one term and left. No wonder you hear him leading a movement he calls one term. because he imagines everything is one term. So Honorable Mukunji, if you wanted me to mention that one term character, and you know, I had the CS Interior describe somebody as Kenyan's #1 goon. And I don't know who the cabinet secretary was describing, but if Honorable Mukunji wanted me to speak about the former one-term member of parliament for Madeira, I would have mentioned him if we were dealing with other non-serious matters or violence or such related things. But on a serious matter like the Sovereign Wealth Fund, the two cannot, it's like mixing water and oil.
Yes, Mukunji, wind up. I gave you 1 minute.
Honorable Speaker, now the majority leader has gone back to his factory setting of mentioning my party leader,
The one who
PCP.
started it. Finish up.
But Honorable Speaker, I just want to say that while we pass this bill, I want to actually call upon this House, in the remaining time, we ensure that now we focus on issues that are touching on the welfare of our people, whom we represent, and we are only the people that can speak on behalf of the people of the nation of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, yesterday we had a very interesting engagement. And maybe, Mr. Speaker, while we move forward, the divisions in this House can be reduced to a
Clerks, are
minimum.
you timing? I gave Mukunji 1 minute.
Yes,
to talk
Honorable
for
Speaker.
4 minutes.
I want to wind up. The divisions in this House, Honorable Speaker, can be reduced to a minimum if we use the winnowing trajectory, especially on matters such as big finance bill, and bills are quite controversial because we got ourselves agreeing on matters and agreeing to change when need be. Honorable Speaker, I commend the leader, the chair of finance and everybody that was able.
Rindikiri, 1 minute, and strictly 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. We were all here on this bill, but I want to say also, just like everybody has said, this parliament is in the path of making history. SHA, infrastructure fund, housing, sports, Talanta Studio. The nation has experienced a good leadership of His Excellency the President, who has taken an unpopular path, but creating things for the future. I thank this House for being a keen eye, because this money will be utilized for the future. It is also targeting the marginalized, the abandoned, and discriminated. So I think, Mr. Speaker, we want to really to thank you, being the supreme body, leader of this House, and the majority leader, of course, who has made sure that the people who have been doing politicking have been stopped for the first time, also as part of the history.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I also want to join my colleagues to really applaud this piece of legislation, which is very important in our country. It is a landmark legislation that is not only looking at the current, but also infrastructural investment, as well as the future generation. Honorable Speaker, we keep doing very landmark legislations in this House, and I want to applaud fellow members for that. Honorable Speaker, I also just want to say to my colleague, my senior, the Honorable Oundo, that the government, the broad-based government, is doing a lot of good things.